Ah, what up, you guys? I'm back again in the same shirt because I just recently finished my pizza after the video. Remember my legendary Jim Dunlop triangle pick 1.14 millimeter video? I sure do. I got the box to prove it. Anyway, oh my lord, it was like 10 minutes ago that I just did the video. Anyway, I was going to talk about the Death album Leprosy. That is correct. I'm talking about the death metal band Death. That is the death metal album Leprosy by the band Death, which is in the death metal subgenre. That was a mouthful. But then I decided, what would be great? If I wrote out, all the albums that I've been listening to lately. Because I love it. Like, you know what? I try at least to listen to at least one full album a day. Because I'm an album guy. I am the kind of person that I don't listen to the song. I listen to the album. And then I'll pick the songs that I like, and, that's about it. But it has to be the experience. You have the album, you're looking at the art. It's very 70s of me. Just like, I don't know if I've said this in other videos, but you've never experienced Hemispheres until you listen to it while staring into the sea and the sun setting. Just divine. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna write it out for y'all. I'm gonna write out the albums that I have been listening to, all the ones that I've at least I should say have completed this week alone. Okay, well, that was a couple weeks ago. Anyway, so the one freshest in my mind. Okay, so we have Leprosy by Death. Phenomenal album. Phenomenal album. Just straight up, higher production quality than Scream Bloody Gore. And just, I can't wait now because then I get to go to spiritual healing. And the thing about, like, these bands is, like, yeah, I remember it was like watching a movie you haven't seen in a really, really, really super long time. And you're like, fuck, that's good. Right, the next one is this band called Flesh God Apocalypse. A beautiful name for a band. I don't know if you guys have, heard of them, but I just got their first album called Oracles, which was released in 2009, and it's pretty fucking awesome. The drums are, I don't want to say phenomenal because I already used that word before, but they are transcendent. They're very good. They're that fine line between, like, very technical but not boring. Especially on the opening track, too. The double bass just goes places without getting irritating. Elements by Atheist. Again, now you're like, oh, well, Count, you just really are into death metal, aren't you? Well, these are the death metal albums. I really like the progressive death metal, and I love, the regular death metal as well. But here's my thing with any metal genre. Any metal genre. You have the good bands, you have the okay bands, and then you have the endless stream of generic bands. Just like horror movies. You have the great ones, you have the imitators, and then just all the generic ones. And it's like, that's why it's so hard to get into these, like, genres like this, because most of the time people just hear the generic stuff, and, like, it's an acquired taste. It really is, and you have to sift through a lot of stuff. But we're going to keep talking about death metal. One Cent from the Golden Hall. That is Amon Amarth's first full-length album. Although I highly recommend Sorrow Throughout the Nine Worlds as well. That was the EP that came out before One Cent from the Golden Hall. And One Cent from the Golden Hall came out in 1999. I'm just a freak for statistics and all that. Fun fact, my favorite song off that album is Victorious March. Rock on Amon Amarth. Saw you guys in 2014 with Sabaton. You fucking killed it. Like, just amazing. I love melodic death metal. I love death metal. I love symphonic death metal. I love progressive death metal, but it has to be good, like I said. Now, getting into this, now I can go back to my memory of, like, okay, well, how'd you get into death metal? Why you love death metal? All of that. So that has to go back to 2009. Okay. 2009. So a dear friend of mine who, unfortunately I don't get to really see that much anymore, whom I'd love to talk to. Anyway, we got into Death together. It was the summer of 2009. I went to a record shop with my good friend, and then I bought Scream Bloody Gore, a used copy of Scream Bloody Gore, but Scream Bloody Gore nonetheless. And we listened to it like all weekend. It was the coolest, most transcendent experience ever. And then a couple weeks later, I went and I got leprosy. It was fucking awesome. And then I started listening to Venom and all that, and oh my god, Venom's not death metal, by the way. But I'm just saying, you know, I'm reliving the experience of just all these, getting into all this heavy music. Of course, later that year, I found the love of my life, black metal. But you know, we'll get into that later. We'll do a whole another video on black metal because black metal is just stab myself in the fucking head. All right. So I'm into death, right? And then, you know, what comes after death? You get Cannibal Corpse. And these are in no particular order of what I think is the best or whatnot, you know. And then what comes after Cannibal Corpse? You know, you have Deicide. I like Deicide. I loved Atheist. You know, there was a band called Sadist. I think they're Italian. I liked them. But then as I got older, you know, moved up into the shit, it was like Obscura, Necrophagist, Opeth. Of course, they're not really death metal. I don't think they're death metal. They just released a new album, but they haven't done the death metal for a while. But you know what's fucking Opeth? They can do whatever they want. They're fucking amazing. Okay, so Opeth. Opeth is oh my fuck. I remember the first time. Okay, all of you metalheads on here that you follow this channel, you know, I hope more will. You guys remember the first time you heard Blackwater Park? Right? Okay. Back to this fun death metal stuff. And then, oh my god. Because this is how I'm trying to explain it. Everyone's experience is different. I'm going to try and write this out, but everyone's experience is a little different, you know. I'm going to explain mine very, very quickly. So basically, this is how I went. And, you know, some of these terms are indistinguishable from each other, interchangeable, but this is how it happened for me. Hold on, I'm almost done. Because, you know, all the bands, like, changed over time. Well, a majority of them did. And then to that. I don't know how this happened like that. And then metal has genres within genres. So they have subgenres, but said subgenre will have their own thing of subgenres. It's very confusing. But basically, I wrote out this chart of Counts evolution. Let me put that. Counts evolution. Counts metal evolution. Evolution, as Lemmy would say. Necesito rock and roll. That was so funny when fucking Jack Black did that. Anyway, I don't know if you can see that. I know I'm fucking terrible with the camera because I'm so lazy to use whatever. But anyway, I went hard rock to heavy metal to thrash metal to death metal to black metal to power metal. And again, I'm saying this again, black metal is like my love. The love of my fucking life. I fucking love black metal. So basically, it went from like Kiss to Priest and Iron Maiden. No, it went from Kiss, right, to hard rock. Then we're going like Kiss and Sabbath, and then we're going, okay, Priest, Iron Maiden, and then we're going Metallica for like 2 seconds, and then you hear Megadeth, obviously. You throw Metallica out because they're complete poppy crap. Then you listen to Slayer, a little bit of Anthrax, and then you're thinking Testament, Overkill. Like, okay, now you're talking thrash. And then you're like Creator, Sodom. You're like, yes. And you're like getting into that. My favorite Sodom album is their death metal album, the Tapping the Vein. So you get into the Teutonic thrash, and you're like, yeah, this shit's heavy. Then you go back, and then you get into the death metal, and you're like, oh, this is good too. You get into death, you get into Cannibal Corpse, you get into Atheist, you get into Obituary, you're like, yeah. I know, I'm all like that today. But it really helped a lot for my bass playing and or just all that, because then, you know, the death metal guys are super into jazz. And it opens your world, and you're just like, yes, you discover jazz. You know, I discovered Jocko, discovered all that fun stuff, and it really made me think a lot about my bass playing and all that in general. So I love a lot of music. I can't say I love all genres of music because there's some stuff that I can't say that I honestly like. But anything that tends to fall under the blanket of heavy metal, I tend to like. There's obviously some bands that they can go fuck themselves I don't care about, but And there's a couple new metal bands I like. Like I recently got back into Slipknot, but I'll talk to you guys about that in a later episode, right after the black metal episode. I'm probably gonna shoot a lot of episodes today, just to a lot of vlogs, I should say, vlogger episode. I don't fucking care. Where was I? Yeah, about my genres. So there's death metal, good old death metal. I enjoy this. What is this death metal, you say? I rather enjoy this death metal. Imagine Christopher Lee doing that. I'm just trying to do the Richie Faulkner impression of Christopher Lee, talking about his first experience there. But when I first heard Cannibal Corpse, I thought to myself, I rather enjoy this death metal. Trying to be all smart. Anyway, so 2009, I got super into it, and it was rocking. And then it faded, then it was rocking, and then it faded, then it was rocking, and then it faded, then it was rocking. I remember Evisceration Plague, great record by Cannibal Corpse. So Evisceration Plague, that's the one between Kill and Torture. Great names for albums. Good old Cannibal Corpse. Like, I wish I could have had one of those shirts at school. They probably would not have let me wear it. And Alex Webster, oh my god, Alex Webster, and then Steve DiGiorgio. Sorry, Steve, don't mean to butcher your name, but and they played Fingers, and I just thought, oh, that's so cool. I don't hold it back, because there's certainly an argument to be made about this whole Cliff Burton thing. I think Cliff Burton is seriously overrated. I'm not saying he wasn't a good bass player. He was, but I think he's seriously overrated. He played on 3 albums, and what did he do that was amazing? He played the exact same riffs that they did. Granted, there were some interludes, and he changed up a little bit, but I don't know what the hype was. He died young, that was it. And if you die, you automatically can become overrated. Alex Webster, fucking David Ellis could destroy Cliff Burton in 2 seconds. Even Robert Trujillo's better than Cliff Burton was. Because he could do this. Revolutionary. Crap. I don't mean to be. I'm not trying to eventually say offensive or trying to, straight up just attacking Cliff Burton, but he's dead anyway. I'm just saying he's overrated. He was a good bass player, but not this influential, legendary. Just because you can play fucking D minor arpeggio with no other instruments in the background, you're just suddenly this genius. He's no Les Claypool or Geddy Lee, but, I don't think he ever was trying to be, but I'm just saying, he didn't do it for me. Rest in peace, man, but not the biggest fan. I'd prefer David Ellis. See, everything I do in my life, it goes back to bass. Always goes back to bass, and always has gone back to bass. It's like my home base. If you laugh at that pun, I will find you now. So death metal, death metal's got the tuned down guitars. Not that they always had it tuned down, but they got the tuned down guitars. They got the very provocative lyrics. Usually about Franco-Prussian wars and whatnot. What do you think it's about? How to make a living? It says it in the title, death metal. They sing about ice creams and lollipops and taking your girl to the malt shop. I mean, they could all do that if you take your girl to the malt shop and scoop her eyes out with an ice cream scooper and then shove her face into it, whatever. You get the point. It's overly cheesy, great stuff, And it's fun, and it's release, and the music is just great, especially to walk to run to, maybe to exercise. It's just, it lets off a lot of steam. You're just like, I know, I do a lot of movements. Like, look at me, I look like the car thing. But it feels great to listen to death metal. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about death metal. But you know what? I'm going to write a list right now for you guys to check out. I'm not going to obviously put it because I just record these and then I put them up. I don't edit whatsoever because then editing takes away from the realness, you know? I don't care if you want a smooth product. I'm the one filming, so I'm going to do that. All right, so we have Death. All right, check them out. We have Cannibal Corpse. Check them out. I'm just going to keep saying the name and I'm going to say check them out. We have Amon Amarth. That's melodic death metal. That is rockin'. And in that same thing, we're going to say Arch Enemy. I'm more familiar with Alyssa than I am with Angela, but either or. Great stuff. Obituary. Oh Lord, Morbid Angel. Good God, death metal people would have killed me if I didn't say Morbid Angel. Not that I care, but, you know, Morbid Angel's pretty good. Chapel of Ghouls, man. Altars of Madness, Blessed Are the Sick, and Covenant. Good stuff. Good stuff. Those are 3 albums by Morbid Angel. Deicide's first 2 albums are recommended, and then the rest at your own risk. Again, progressive metal right here is Opeth. Check out Still Alive from Blackwater Park. Those are rocking. Are we going to add Behemoth, blackened death metal? So we're going to have Behemoth. Go check Behemoth out. There's a thrash metal band named Sodom, but they have an album called Tapping the Vein. It's fucking rocking. Love that album. Flesh God Apocalypse was fucking great. Just got into them. Go listen to the Oracle's album, because that's the first one that I've listened to. I got them all, though, and I gotta go listen to the rest of them. What is the Black Dahlia murder, okay? Because on the thing it says it's melodic death metal, but I have my reservations. I'm not sure, you know, the best way would just go out and try it, I guess. So maybe leave a comment what you guys think. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, too, where I say weird shit all the time. Of course, we have Atheist, and we have Sadist, and we have Obscura, and we have Necrophagist, and we have Decapitated. And those are the ones I'm going to recommend for you right now. Fun stuff. I have a massive headache. I don't know why. Enjoy, you guys.